Okay, we are back. I've done some aircraft shuffling. We've just finished researching the Shard gun, and we've got a crew on the way to unlock this site, which has just finished excavation, which is the Mutane refinery, and then they'll bounce immediately to the Mutane field, and then probably need some patching up. The mining crew is almost at the living crystal quarry, but we've got 21 living crystal done up. We're 9 hours from our hibernation pod. I think we're going to need a significant amount more. So it's 125 gas for our first rebuke. And for our shotgun, we're going to need 50 shards and we're going to need 50 gas. So it's going to be a while until those are done because we're going to need to bring gas production online as well, which is going to take just a little while. I'm considering actually increasing the excavation rate a little bit by throwing up another archaeology lab, but there's a lot of stuff that I could be buying with my cash at this point. How much is another archaeology lab? Yeah, 250, I might grab one more, even though this is a considerable use of resources, just to get the excavation rate up just that little bit longer. Other than that, Alpha's about to hit there. We've done that research, so we're going straight back onto Antediluvian Proto-Civilization, which was our goal. Gift has been rearmed, so it's got 2 long-range weapons, an 1850 and a 1600. That's a Nomad missile and an Artemis laser cannon. They're both deploying to Science Memorial, along with the Mariner, which has got the... Oh, we might gear the Mariner a little bit differently, actually. Charlie can explore. Mariner might need to get... I should have stripped Delta's equipment in order to get the Mariner, because at the moment, Mariner is mostly short... Well, it's got a mixture of a 1700 and a 800, which is not an ideal mix. We might strip the missile off here, add the railgun, so it's got 2 very long-range weapons. So this one, the Gift can do sort of the disengagement dance. I'm just really annoyed about not being able to do anything about this. Like, really frustrated that this is the one place on Earth you can see my coverage elsewhere is pretty bloody good, or I'd be able to respond. I might also have to activate either Phoenix Storage or Phoenix Bravo at some point if I want to have some sort of action against this mist zone here. And protect these sort of Synedrian havens up here. So that's something else that's going to happen with all the materials that I'm about to get. There's always something to spend your cash on. Okay. Ancient site, deployed. Everyone's leveled up. Everyone's ready to go. Let's go claim the Protean Mutane refinery. And then immediately run on and clear the mining site. And once we do that, the 2 most important ancient resources will be in our grasp. We'll only at that point have to capture Calcum Mine, and that'll give us a pretty... and the Crystal Lapidary. We'll have to head out and get the refining site for Crystal as well, but we only need that when we actually propose to start using it. So here we are. This is the Mutane refinery. This little thing here has some significant role in the process. I don't pretend to understand. Let's deploy and see where the big guys are. Okay, so we've got our eyes on the big guy who's over there. We've got this little guy who's sitting in the corner. We're going to try and pinch him off, I think. 2 of them, actually.
Preparing to fire.
So both of them are going to activate if we start shooting. So what I'll do is I'll set up a nice little position where we're watching over both of them, and then we'll try and eliminate both in one go, probably. Yeah, standing on that ledge, probably. Give me a sec to set that up. Set a bunch of Overwatch cones. Doesn't look like the 3rd one activated, thankfully, and the snipers took care of that one by itself.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Puts us in a good position. Let's see if we can get a sight line back on the 3rd one. Oh, come on. I was hoping that wouldn't activate, but okay, it apparently did. I was sure that one wouldn't activate, but these things are perceptive bastards, as you're probably picking up by now. So instead what we're going to do, set up a little bit of an Overwatch camp, because otherwise we're not going to get any eyes on that guy. And prepare to intervene with the assaults next turn, if necessary. Because I don't think... Yeah, they won't make anything useful in terms of distance. And that's even with it being a Thrasis who's like our super speedy, or one of our super speedy soldiers. So I think we'll see a lot of this. Moody's claiming to have a shot. Oh my god, he actually landed one. He landed one and he dazed it. That was a shot. That was a shot. Okay. Because that's going to drop it down to 1 AP, right? Which means it can fire from its current position. Accuracy is halved though. So it can't move and shoot anymore. Which means doing stuff like this is actually fine. So we absolutely have an option to take it down next turn if need be. Oh, that heavy shot was beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, it's choosing to move. And it dies. Great, so we've filtered out 3 of the little blokes. We know there's a big guy in the corner here. With his applies burning to ally range attacks. Fantastic. Okay, so he just buffs the range attacks of the people that he manages to protect, but if we take out all of them first, we're in a pretty good position. I think I'm going to keep sweeping the low ground for any small ones and deal with this guy last because of his position before we head over to this sort of elevated area of the map. Okay, so we've actually activated just about everything. This is just proof that I really need to cross-class someone and gear someone as infiltrator to do the forward scouting for this team. So the Cyclops is now activated. These 3 guys have come forward and shielded because they can see my assaults and they're like, yeah, we got a problem with that. They've got the burning range attacks, but that's not too much of a problem. I'm hoping that I can just chain kill these guys by getting to good positions and then sort of rapid clearing. That might require just a little bit of finesse.
Receiving.
Assaults are going to have some legs on them.
Time to step up.
Working from these sort of angles, I reckon. Oh, that one might be a good point. Alright, so before we commit fully with the assaults, let's see what work the snipers can do. Ah, that's unfortunate. Because any damage the snipers can do makes it a little bit easier for the assaults to do their little cascading multi-kill maneuvers.
Here. Let's go!
Meanwhile, the other sniper's going to have to bring them up to deal with the big guy, I think. They're not going to be much use in the immediate future. Not against the little guys, that's going to be assault's business. Okay, so, Vincent.
Aiming. Ready to roll. Here.
So Vincent can fire and then maneuver.
I was born ready.
Thrasis, if he comes in, is going to be pretty... He'll be at 2. Yeah, okay, so I think I bring him in here. Let's go rapid clear. Consultant comes up.
Taking aim.
Now, Consultant can do the tickling, which probably is firing here, because I'm pretty sure if I'm looking at this, a Thrasis with
Ready
a
to
well-aimed
fire.
shotgun burst should be able to take care of that guy. Yes. It'll have to be really well aimed, but it can be done. Whereas this guy cannot be
How does that
rapid cleared
I'm ready.
without some assistance. So there we are, rapid clearance. Something like that, perhaps? Okay,
Identifying
so close in.
target.
Shotgun here.
Taking aim.
There we are.
Rolling.
So with the little guys mostly neutralized, we get to play
What's
a
our
game
move?
of cat and mouse with the big guy.
Aiming.
Primary goal here... Oh, we missed his head. Primary goal I was going to
Let's
say
go.
here is to neutralize that beam as soon as
What's our
possible
move?
by annoying the shit out of him. with these sort of like hit and run, pokey, shot to the head attacks. It's not going to kill him
Repositioning, I
quickly,
hope
but
this
as you've
works.
seen before, it will eventually kill them.
On the double.
You can climb up eventually, but get near these little things are your ladders basically on these maps.
Dashing ahead.
Over here, we just sort of fan out. Just be as paranoid as possible in terms of hugging the wall. Make sure nothing can see you. We can step to here, quick aim and pull back. We've got the willpower for it.
Ready to engage.
They'll go down eventually. And then, of course, the factions will try and take credit for my... That's not the position I wanted. Bugger. So now he's interested. Because I left one guy one square out. Oh, that's a lucky miss. That could have been a headshot to Nero. All because I put him one square over. So don't move too quickly when you're dealing with these guys. Let's take that laser out of the game.
I'm ready. Got it.
Okay, head disabled. So now he's limited
ready.
to his close range attacks. So the next thing is to disable the legs because they are less protected.
Enemy
And
still
also,
active.
now that you've got him limited to close range attacks, what you don't want him being able to do is close with all your shit. Borg, you can get him as he comes across this place here. And the assaults get to come up and to run a big
the right
distraction
angle.
campaign to try and keep them away from the snipers,
Need a better
while
shot next
disabling
time.
as many of these sort of
Okay.
legs and mobility limbs as possible. There are 4 of them. They provide
What's our move?
successive negatives to its mobility. Cool. Head, leg. So it's just the torso that isn't disabled.
Identifying target.
I mean, Moody's shooting well today, so we'll give him a go. There we are, 71 and minus 10 armor on one of the other legs. That's fine. The more confused this guy can be, the better. Vincent, I'm happy with that position. Snipers are done. Atrasis, you're done. Balin, you're done. Nero, you're done.
I'm going in.
And we'll get the consultant running upstairs. He can join the firing line next turn. I think we've cleared all the small ones now. We've killed 5, I think. Maybe 6. Which way are you going to go? You're going to go towards the assaults. But you're crawling because I damaged your legs. Okay. 10 damage and 600 days, but not too worried about that, actually.
Got to focus.
Now, do you need your legs for your stomp attack? I think you might. So, where's Nero? If you would be so kind.
This better work. It worked.
And then Nero can, with a little bit of help from his
Moving.
friends, give us a 0 armor location. Not if I
Ready to
disable
engage.
myself. I am firing too quickly. Leg disabled, leg disabled. Well, we're not going to be able to disable the central torso, so we'll just take the damage.
Steel on target.
What is your armor picture looking like, friend? Your head and one of your legs is now a weak point. Which leg has the 0 armor? The one I don't have as clean a shot on. That's unfortunate. mean, I could fire at this one twice. Oh, actually, no, I do have a shot. 270.
I just need the right angle.
4th at 23. So this is me firing a marked for death shotgun against a 0 armor limb. Fantastic way to run up really high damage counts pretty quickly. Let's get the consultant right in there. Another shotgun.
Ready to rock.
Look at that damage.
Escaping the Phoenix.
450 just right off the top. Now I just need to get a hit from somewhere else. Borg, maybe? I mean, Borg has quick aim. Are you telling me there's nowhere here he can't get a 2 AP shot from? I find that real hard to believe.
Moving to coordinates.
I can make that shot. Be quiet, game. You so silly. I can make that shot.
Missed.
Okay. While I can, I mean that in like the theoretical sense, as I can theoretically make that shot. Doesn't mean I won't miss it. Let's pull back Vincina.
I'm getting there.
Pistol Overwatch. Laser pistol, maybe? Oh, that works.
Ready to engage.
Thank you, Valen. So nice and clean. I thought I was going to lose a guy there, but then I actually had panicked them without doing the math, so that's fine. Good experience for Alpha 2. No injuries, no damage taken. Ancient site neutralized. The refinery is down. We can now head to the mining site, which is going to be a real... No, I'm feeling good about this. And 1,000 materials is always helpful. This 1,000 materials, I'm spending it as fast as I'm getting it. Let's get our cutscene.
Tobias was quite interested in my research at the beginning. He dreamt of finding a magical relic from the past that would save the world. Ironically, when the attempts brought the attention of the Pandorans, he started to have second thoughts. The more I looked into it, the more I saw evidence that someone actively attempted to sabotage my archaeological research facility. Threats, mockery, unexpected accidents have accompanied me every step of the way. And when that didn't stop us, the Pandorans started attacking. Based on the findings, the ancients used the facility to harvest
Basically, if
mutagen
Nijiro
gas,
had like stuck with this,
transforming
it would be
into
them
a
getting this
liquid
tech, not the
compound
Phoenix
to be
project.
merged with alloys. I've still no idea what its original purpose was, but it can be used to upgrade equipment in the short run. The Phoenix project has done well so far, but a quick word of warning. It's not so important who makes the discovery, but who gets to use it. I've tried explaining that to Tobias West, but he failed to grasp the concept. Make sure that you do.
So this is the one Anu wants because of its mutagen. Here we are. Is there an element more aptly described as... Protein mutane is one to be uncompared, a gift to the faithful. Only we, the disciples Anu, can achieve the blessing, merging of the flesh and the divine element. Please relinquish control of these locations. Our force be soon on their way to take over. Yeah, go to hell. So, we now have our protein mutane refinery. Alpha 1 and Alpha 2 in decent nick can go roll right onto the protein mutane field. 300 materials, 40 tech, not a bad exploration site in Australia. Good job, bravo. You're going to need to quickly tab around here. So, Delta needs to explore. And in the rapid clicking, I have not brought Alpha proper, so they can come over. 7 hours off our hibernation pods. The mining crew, well, the trade boat that will eventually be the mining crew is almost there. They can transfer this heavy to Alpha 2. So that mining operation is almost going, and importantly, this miner, with its mining drone, very close to being at the Living Crystal Quarry, which will restart production there, which we really need. We're 2 hours off excavation over here. That's another Living Crystal Quarry. but I don't think we need to rush clearing that. Echo is good to go again. So we've got some teams that we can deploy here. We could use Bravo. We could use Bravo and Echo to get Orichalca mining production going. Like, we could do that. How long until I get my random recruits? Very soon, presumably. So if I bring Echo Squad down here and Bravo Squad, trade first, I might be able to clear the Orichalca mine over here and get production on all 3 resources running sooner rather than later, and I think that's worth it. Excavation is complete, so as soon as Alpha arrives, we're good to go. Okay, dozens of injured people, all missing long stretch. We're drilling, taking confinement. Okay, we want to donate. How much medical equipment do we want to donate? Which faction is this from? You know what? I think we just give them as much as they need. That's a lot of tech, but I'm going to buy some opinion with it. Synedrian +7, +25 Haven Attitude, and then we get this Arachni gun and some packs. Now, we don't have any infiltrator gear yet, but hey, awesome. And then, can we sell you some food for some materials? Fantastic, love it. 1,500 materials, 308 tech. That's probably in like base activation territory or recruitment spree territory. Yeah, I could activate this base to keep an eye on this mist here. Oh. Okay, so the Pandorans are sending a flight out to that one. I think I can actually intercept that bloody thing. Jeez, everything's happening at once. Luxurious Apocalypse. Do I want Synedrian opinion, New Jericho opinion, Anu opinion, or I think like morale? Like, so I assume that's like skill points or something. Let's grab the New Jericho opinion, which puts us at 61, 68, 44. We're getting pretty close to Alliance on Synedrian. We're in the ballpark for them. Anu's lagging behind, but I'm not going to destroy a bunch of stuff for no reason. Let's deploy both of our interceptors down south. Charlie can go down here to keep exploring. Bravo, yeah, you can run this exploration site. Alpha is about to arrive. Mining is recommencing, and we can clear this location. As soon as the other aircraft arrives, there we are. So, oh, no. What we don't want is we don't want this level 1 heavy to join the fight. However, this does give me an idea. The new heavy's equipment is all New Jericho standard, and he's in the same location, so we're not breaking any of our rules here. Mr. Moody, you have been in Phoenix gear basically the entire game. There is no reason for you to be in Phoenix gear when the New Jericho gear is just better, so there you go. You get an upgrade. And you probably get a multi-class soon because you're building up those skill points. So yeah, let me know which way you want to go. Another sniper upgrade here. That would be for a multi-class, which we don't want. I think we go to 12 willpower, and then we'll up the speed by 1. 8 of 8. Let's go. This is exciting. This episode we may actually get production started on all 3 ancient resources, at which point you've solved one of the fundamental problems of the mid-game and launched yourself. Basically, if I go 1.5 and tier 2 tech trees, if you can jump straight to producing ancient weapons, which are tech 3, you skip all the side grades and whatnot. The devs have added a lot of new and interesting weapons to the game. They're all nested in like those autopsy techs and things like that. There's the faction research. There's the next level of the faction research where you start going into like the New Jericho armor piercing gear or the really advanced acid weapons. There's a whole bunch of like tier 1.5, tier 2 weaponry in this game. But if you can be on point with the ancient sites, focused with your research, get production started on all of them early enough, you can pull off like an equivalent of like the skip laser go straight to plasma trick in the first new XCOM game. You can make life much more economically efficient by rushing straight to the ancient tech, and we're getting pretty close to doing that now. We need to not get Alpha Squad killed as part of my efforts to do that. So we've got a relatively flat area, an elevated area up here. That means we're going to want to clear the elevation first, and then the low ground, because otherwise anything on the high ground might just murder us on the low ground where there is no cover. Let's go. Okay, looks like we've got at least one on the high ground here. Let's try and neutralize him quickly. The big guy is in the corner of the map on the low ground. It's be so much easier once I have ancient tech sniper rifles. But I think as long as we reveal them in small groups, we should be good.
Preparing to fire.
That's okay. I think I still have another sniper. Ooh, might be too far back though. Which means risking deploying an assault who might activate another
step
one.
up.
Doesn't look like it. Alright, I think we're okay.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
On the double.
Okay. Should be alright to clear the rest of the high ground then. Okay, we're on the high ground. Everyone's got a position now where they can see the big guy. So it's time to wake him up. We'll open with just some armor shredding. Long distance, speculative, as it may be.
No escape.
I know that those shots are just a little close to that sniper's head, so we'll just fire a little bit more to the left. And now we open up. Probably could have marked for death that whole thing, but I think we'll be able to disable the laser aim this turn anyway. Which will force him to come to us. Now, he will wake up all his friends, but they won't engage us immediately.
Target hit. Here. Steel on target.
Come.
Receiving. What's our move?
Ready?
Moving out.
Break a little bit of contact there. Moody, no speculative fire from that distance. Take a step
Preparing
to the right.
to fire.
Decent amount of damage for our first turn of engagement. Now, he might not even have any idea where we are, in which case he may just sit. No, he knows where we are. Well,
Let's show them what we can do.
Let's go.
Balin, if you would be so kind. Well, where can you see that other one? Oh, activated, but long distance. That's okay. That's not a problem. At least not a problem for right now. Let's death by 1,000 cuts. And actually, from this distance, even Moody should be able to engage.
Moving to coordinates.
And
On
then
the
one
move.
step back.
In my sights.
Yeah, this guy's going down this
Preparing
turn.
to fire.
Don't like our odds of engaging the other one, though. So that might be Overwatch only.
Let's blast them.
there goes the mutane beam.
Ready?
And let's disable one leg just to slow him down a bit. May kill him in the process, I don't think so.
Target hit.
In which case the pistol overwatches may get us some of the rest of the way there. Vincina, however, I hadn't gambled. I thought you were stuck, but you might be able to finish this off. Okay, so... Nero, if you would be so kind. That'll do. Balin back into cover. Overwatch out there for that guy.
I'll try to stop them.
Borg, you're going to overwatch. Engage him once his shield is down. Run forward.
Target down.
Done. And a handy dandy -5 willpower points on his colleague, who's now going to run forward with his shield down. Oh, no, he just wants to deploy his shield again. Oh, he's going to make me dig him out. But, with one small guy and the big guy done, I think clearing the low ground now should be a little bit less of an endeavour.
Ready to fight.
It was worth a shot. Okay,
Receiving.
more seriously.
Pushing on.
Let's see what we can scout. Heard another one. So let's go to here. And then just a tickle from the front would be nice. Thank you. Heard another one activate, so I'll set the overwatches up. We clearly have the momentum at this point.
Anything that moves.
Okay, found the others all out on the far right of the map.
Enemy still active.
Am engaging this turn. Won't be able to kill many of them, I don't suspect.
Preparing to
Although Nero
fire.
might be able to do some fairly good shooting. Yeah, that might work. And they shouldn't be able to see Nero enough to counter with their own fire. Even eliminating one would be good. No, was not to be.
I'll try to
What
stop
sort
them.
of willpower figures are we looking at for these guys? 2. Yeah, so killing that guy would bump everyone down to 0. Which would have been handy. Let's take the high ground. Miss.
Moving out.
Cover. Cover. Done. Come to me, my friends.
Why can't I
That
hit
would have
anything?
been nice. Oh, that would have been nice too. Luck cuts both ways. So we're going to have to hope we get some damage on him. But we do have the capacity to willpower dump the rest of them, which would be nice. And if we manage to willpower dump the rest of them, that puts us in a decent position to actually close the distance. I'm still confused over the panicking of the sorry, of Ancient Guardians, because they show what seems to be panic behavior, but they don't display panic icons. It's very confusing. Alright, let me think about how to approach this. Thank you,
confirmed.
Borg. Thank you. Okay. 3 left. I think this is mostly about overwatching at this point. but there might be some incoming fire, so I'm going to think if there's a more efficient way to do this. Okay, so we'll come up from the flank.
Taking aim.
Put some damage in. I think Overwatch is probably the safest one
Playing
over
it
there.
safe.
Hopefully they move.
Taking aim.
No lucky shots there, but that's okay.
What's our move?
Let's get Vincinar in full cover up close up for when we want to close and do the chain kills next turn. Similarly for the Consultant, because the Assaults are going to need to be close so they can dash in and take advantage of the situation next turn. Nero. Overwatch. And Balin will get one shot and then Overwatch.
That's
Nope,
it.
not quite.
I'm dead out here.
Okay, so that answers that
set.
question. Ancients, it seems, don't actually move
got to
when
keep
they
going.
panic. They just sit there and recover will. So they've gone from 0... Actually, they're still at 0. But I presume are no longer panicked. Let's rapid clear. So we've seen that a couple of times now. Ancients just get paralyzed, it seems.
I've got to focus. Okay.
Okay, looks like we need to tickle them in order for that shotgun to work. I really am looking forward to when I get a shard gun, because that'll make this a lot easier. But let's get some tickle damage in.
Hostile wounded.
That'll do.
Taking aim.
And Atrasis can get just off
Here
to
we
the
go.
side here.
Ready to
Which I think
fire.
should give a pretty good... Yeah, that's a pretty good shotgun shell target for the leg.
Pushing on.
Dash Vincinar up.
No time to lose.
What Vincinar can do is now fire on the leg, take the armor off, and allow the shotgun to finish. That -6 armor means that every one of those pellets
I
will
hear
now do
identifying
+6. Done.
That's a kill.
So there we are. We learned a little bit more about the Ancients, because it's been a fair while since I fought them in large numbers. We cleared another site. And I think that's basically our our gas production that's now going to be taken care of. Because we'll have the gas production and the gas refining. Man, we're going to be drowning in this stuff. I mean, make no mistake, I will spend it very quickly, but there you go. So, we now have the protein mutane field and the protein mutane refinery. So, let's transfer... Okay, we're going to have to do a little bit of jumping around here. So for the moment, we're going to leave the trade boat here to do the mining, because the mining is urgent. Alpha Team can go do some trading and whatnot. Alpha 2 is going to have to go back to base, pick up a miner, recover their fatigue, come back here, and then re-link up with Alpha 2 at some point. So let's send Alpha 2 back to base. Delta's exploring, they're all flying for the intercept mission, that's fine. The miner here is waiting for its recruit. The trade boat will sit there. Charlie's en route. Bravo's almost there. It's Alpha, so we just need something for Alpha to do while they're waiting, because their fatigue is going to be recovering naturally. So I might just send them around. I'm not going to trade tech to Synedrian, that's a losing trade, but I will go up there and I will buy their... Using food, I'm going to buy all their stuff off them, buy some more food. Alpha 2's on their way home. Alright, looking good. I've activated another Phoenix base because I had heaps of resources. Energy generator. Let's repair this lab. We're almost out of tech now. That's fine. What we really want now is this satellite uplink. So we're going to have to buy the tech from Synedrian, which will give us that in just a second. Got all these materials that will basically keep us afloat. And then we're just going to have to keep clearing sites because just like that, I've flushed all my tech down the toilet. Hibernation pods are almost done. So we're going to need tech to build items too. But I just thought, with this mist starting to form here and there being a gap in this territory, it was time to get Phoenix storage up to ready to go. Okay, we've encountered some independence where cybernetics are necessary. And he wants me to go raid New Jericho to receive... No. I'm not going to go raid New Jericho. That's not a great idea. Are we mining there? Why are we not... Sorry, I'm just wondering why. There, now we're mining. Just took the prompting of taking the aircraft off and on. So first of all, let's buy all this technology, 100 of it to be precise. Then let's buy all the materials, which gets us down to only 300 food, but our tech situation is now non-critical. We use that to get a satellite uplink and all is well. We are going to need more tech, so where can I send Alpha to get more tech? I can probably buy those materials first, then need to go buy food. Hopefully this intercept here will land us some resources as well, unless that's just where the behemoth is going, rather than being a supply flight, which would be frustrating. Oh, rescue soldiers. Where's that? Bravo squad. Oh, and we've got the hibernation pods done. Excellent. So, there's some independent soldiers we can rescue here. We could send one back to PHB2, which would become the mining drone here, and could come back and do the orichalcum mine. So running this mission is probably a good idea. If we wait just a bit, and there's no reason not to, because there's nothing else to be scanning in the area, we can actually bring Echo there as well. Alpha 2 can pick up a mining drone, fly down here, swap it out for the heavy, and then fly the heavy back to base because the heavy needs to train up. Or we can retire one of these guys for the moment, leave them at the training base and get another heavy on the team. But I don't think Alpha needs... okay. This is probably a good point to chop the episode because there's some thinking on how I have to shuffle the teams. But let's do a quick summary. We're excavating more and more of these sites. We can mine for multiples if we need. If we wanted to do so, we'd need to go grab more of these Anu transports and more mining drones, and that way we could add additional production sites. Absolutely on the cards, particularly for gas, which we're going to go through a lot of very quickly. We're going to hit the orichalcum mine after this scavenging site, so we're going to bring 2 teams in, rescue independent soldiers. That'll get us some drones and some more reinforcements. I'm definitely looking at getting another team at this point. And then we're going to double back. We're going to hit the orichalcum mine, which will give us production, at least 1 site's worth of production of all 3 resources. Our research is 8 hours off antediluvian proto-civilization, which is great. It's 10% extra experience and it advances the story. We've unlocked the shard gun and the grenade launcher, which are 2 of our immediate objectives so far as getting alien weapons going happens. We've got an extra Phoenix base established over here, which will give us some visibility over this area and a chance to counter this mist. We've got a bit of a behemoth problem in our sort of blind spot in South America, but that's okay. We're closing out the North American sites, and then we're going to bring reinforcements down and really start exploring South America to its fullest extent. Eventually, we need to make the jump to Antarctica. I believe we can currently make that. No, we can't. We're going to need to detect some more locations from these 2 sites, but that's okay. We can get to Summer Memorial, though, so at least we've bridged most of the way to Antarctica. We've got 2 air combat aircraft in the location, and it looks like New Jericho is also active here, maybe trying to counter these guys, but Yeah, I'm just going to hit the timer just for 1 second just to see what sort of site this is, just in case this is a haven. Okay, it's not a haven. Because if it was a haven, we would have instantly discovered it on arrival, and it's not. So Behemoth is heading, or is it because we have no troops? Either way, next episode we'll discover what that is, maybe try and intercept some of these flyers, disrupt the Behemoth. Really want it operating somewhere that, isn't in my sensor black spot, but it is what it is. Little missed location here near these New Jericho havens. That should be pretty covered by Phoenix Echo and Signs of Memorial, especially if we can get mist repellers at both of those. But we're never going to be able to cover these guys unless we also activate Phoenix Transfer Point 1. And I think I'd prefer to get more equipment and soldiers up than rush to another activation, because we're now at the point where it's 960, 160 for an activation. And the tech there is going to be a little bit of a barrier. But we're doing well. It's the 20th of January, and we're mining 2 of the 3 ancient resources. By sometime on the 21st, we should be mining all 3 resources. And then soon after that, we may even double up on gas. We'll have the drones. We may be able to pick up an extra transport, double up on gas production out here. We do need to clear the Living Crystal site, which is what Alpha Team, once Alpha 2 has done its ferrying job, or rather once it's recovered, they will definitely fly out and clear that location. So that's probably their next target, because that'll unlock the ability to use both of these resources, and we already have the ability to use orichalcum. So the world is in some peril. We've lost about 2% of the global population. Mist outbreaks are starting to get pretty bad, but we are progressing pretty bloody quickly. We still don't have any alien captives. We still don't have any captured Pandorans, but that's because we're fighting mostly ancients at the moment. Let's just check, is our rescue soldiers mission in Australia against Pandorans? It is. Great. Okay. So our first mission next episode, probably, we're going to go fight some Pandorans, we're going to capture them, and then we're going to do lots of little research on them, and we're going to extract mutagens from them, which is another important point. I am building a mutagen lab somewhere. 3 days. 3 days until I have a mutation lab up, which is what will unlock all of that for us as well, and will help us equip some of the new soldiers we're recruiting. Final note is I need to go trade for a bunch of food, because we're about to unlock a whole bunch of new personnel who I instantly want to recruit, and those that aren't going on mining duty, I want them set up in training base so that they're accumulating experience pretty quickly. Thank you for joining me as always. The world is in not as bad a shape as the giant red blotches would have you believe. We're making good progress. I'll see you next time.